Carl. Obviously a big build up to the day, very historic occasion, but what a result in the end.
Fantastic performance from the lads, great result, and really exciting now to see we get on Monday, and a little bit more history made for the football club.
As games go, obviously everybody probably expected a bit of a nervous opening, but probably go down in history as the most up for it first 10 minutes of a game in the club's history.
It's the way it went down today. I think you don't get that happen too often, but I thought we should have had a penalty, and then obviously won the free kick straight away afterwards, and Lee Butler stepped up and stuck it in the stanchion, and a great start, and then the second goal, and before you know it, the nerves have settled, and we're away and up and running, and this is the perfect start, isn't it?
In terms of performances, I mean, going into the game, bit of an unknown quantity in some respects. We know that there was quite a bit of scouting done ahead of time as well, which arguably played its part. But in terms of second balls today, the club, the team in total were all over it.
We were great. We were very good. I thought after we went through up, I thought they probably came into it the last 20 minutes of the first half, and were probably on top, really going into the half-time break in terms of possession. But by that time we're 3-0 up, so we psychologically maybe we just sat off a little bit. I'm not sure, but we started great. We started fantastic on the front foot. We got into them, and as I say, Lee Butler settled the nerves early, and I just thought we looked to cut above really throughout. We looked comfortable, and then we looked clinical really around their boxes. Great day for the club. Don't forget, aside from a level above, and a fantastic performance and result.
Going into the fixture, people will have been a bit disappointed with Sully not being available for injury, but great opportunity. And Luke Richards does have a tendency of writing the scripts.
Yeah. Local boy, and he's back now, and that's it couldn't have I guess it couldn't have been written any better than that really, and Luke was brilliant. He was dogged, he was aggressive, he was fantastic. Gives us something totally different, and he was super. I mean, the secret is that Sully was never playing today, and he was never available today anyway. So if he hadn't done his knee, he still wouldn't have been here today because he wasn't available for the game. So that was one that we had to kind of work out really a few weeks ago. So the options were obviously Sean Williams up with Jav, or Luke up with Jav, or obviously Jav and Sean. But we went with Luke for a bit of power, and he's looked hungry in the last few weeks and dying to get back in the side, and he represents his club well, and a great performance from him. I thought it was unplayable.
Does feel like something that I'm saying to you every game now, but in terms of the man of the match vote from supporters afterwards, but again we had another 6 or 7 names mentioned. Looks like Javier's just edged it.
Yeah, okay.
The work rate of Jav today was phenomenal.
Yeah, brilliant performance from Jav. I think he's been frustrated by his form in front of goal in the last few weeks, but tried to temper that a little bit by letting him know how well I think he's playing. I think his centre forward play coming short and having the ball as a fit has improved no end. I think his link, like I say, his link play has been good. And I think it all came together for him today. I thought he played a part in certainly the first 2 goals, obviously winning the free kick, and then played a great role in the second goal. And I thought he was a real menace all game. And I wouldn't disagree with that one at all.
Talking about the general individual performances, touching upon this month's Player of the Month vote, again quite a difficult shortlist to formulate. But a word on James Williams at fullback again. I know we do seem to be having these conversations about every player every week, but another really accomplished performance for such a young player.
Very good performance. He's people are not sure if they realise that he's only 19. He's only a young lad, and coming from reserve football at Coleshill last season, and he's learning. His ears are open. He's taking in information and treading the path. I think that Lee Thomas says at this football club. I think that. The player that we have now is a better one than the one that came in the summer, and there's still lots of room for improvement. And I think we have 2 of the best fullbacks in the Midland Football Division at any level. In James and Lee. So they keep improving. They keep listening. I think both of them can still be even better.
Word on the skipper today. He kept knocking at the door. Arguably could have had a hat-trick on another day. Got his goal, which was probably just desserts for a
he's having a tough time, isn't he, at the moment in front of goal, and but his all-round play is outstanding. His work rate for the team, his attitude, his commitment to the cause, and we all know that it won't be long before every one of those chances that he gets, the net will be bulging, and he'll be pushing on for 50 goals this season and upwards. I've no doubt about that. I mean, he's got a goal today as well, hasn't he? He just keeps persevering and he keeps chipping away. But you put your mortgage on him taking those few chances he had in the first half, and one in the second half as well for Jav's goal. I think again, I would have thought he would have scored. So he could have got 4 or 5 goals today, City, but he'll be back. He'll be back on form in front of goal. And I say on form in front of goal because he's all round play super.
By the sounds of it, looks like it's been a good day for the Midland Football League, particularly Division 1 in the FA Vase. Next week's opposition, Bromsgrove Sporting, also 5-0 winners, we believe. Tees up next week's game, lovely.
It does, doesn't it? They beat us early in the season. You know, I think that we've got to go and get at them next week, and who knows, we might end up with a dead rubber game in the Vase, haven't we, to see who's number one. We'll see.
Nice one, congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers.